So what I'm looking at first impressions, can you still hear me, Lance?
I can't. Yeah.
Okay. The This is outstanding. The lighting, the audio, this is both perfect. The only thing we need to adjust is the framing. You got the camera a little bit high, like all of that space, all of this over your head. That's too much headspace. And when you're cooking, in this video, I'm going to introduce you to Chef Lance Curtis. Chef Lance applied for a 30-day coaching program for chefs that I'm offering, and he got accepted. The rest of this video is from our orientation meeting for the coaching program. There you go. Now I see
Oh, perfect. Okay.
you. What's going on, Chef?
Not much. Just had a busy week. Our school just got our. I'm getting a lot of terrible feedback. I don't know how to. Gosh, that's crazy. We just had our ACF accreditation evaluation this week. So it's been a long week for everybody here at the school. Are you getting any reverb?
Not now. I had it the first time when you called. This
Okay.
time I don't hear it.
Well, I'm getting reverb when I talk, so I'll deal with it.
Uh, so I looked at your Facebook page. It looks like you already have some plans to launch a YouTube channel. Tell me about that.
I just did my intro video today, and I could share that link if you want to take a look at it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me see. What's the best way to share this with you?
Say that again.
The link to the video I put up on YouTube. What's the best way to share that with you?
Did we have a chat window right here? Maybe I'll put something in here so you can see it. You should see something pop up. Did you?
Actually, I did not. Oh, here it is. Okay, I see it now.
Oh man. Actually, I'll just put this on screen.
Chef Lance, and thank you for joining me today. I hope you're having the best day ever. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. As a young boy, I watched my father cooking pancakes on Saturday morning and watch him warm the maple syrup and add butter and melt the butter in the maple syrup, all with
Skip
my
ahead.
mother. When I travel on business, especially if I had a chance, I would go to New Orleans.
Okay, so what I'm looking at first impressions, can you still hear me, Lance?
I can't. Yeah.
Okay. This is outstanding. The lighting, the audio, this is both perfect. The only thing we need to adjust is the framing. You got the camera a little bit high, like all of that space, all of this over your head. That's too much headspace. And when you're cooking, presumably this is your cooking surface down here. You're gonna have a portable stove, or there may be burners there. I don't know, but
They're built in. This is our theater kitchen in our school, and we have a built-in induction cooktop there.
okay, all of that needs to be in the frame. So all of this empty space up here is supposed to be down here, so we can see the cooking surface. So
Gotcha.
everything you got here is perfect. You just need to lower the camera.
Very good. Okay.
But this is outstanding lighting. Usually,
Purpose. My company
so
had a per diem.
go
I
ahead.
have 3 soft boxes that I used in my previous career doing training videos and filming on my iPhone with the wireless gosh, just
Lavalier.
lavalier mic. And so I learned just a tiny bit about lighting, doing that stuff. So I've got one off my, well, from our view on the right hand side, it's backlighting me, and then 2 right up close on my face.
Yeah, this whatever lighting setup you have here, everything is perfect. The only thing you need to do is take that space above your head and move it down, because
Yes,
we need to see the cooking surface. And yeah, this is okay. So have you started recording actual episodes yet?
no, this is my first attempt at recording.
Okay.
So
What
let me take my setup. I can use this set up every Friday, 3 Fridays a month. The rest of the time, the school's in action, and I really can't use it because it attracts too much attention to myself. But on Friday, most of the instructors work from home, so I'm allowed to use it on those days. So I'm planning to do 3 to 5 every Friday.
Okay. Let me just write this down. Access the kitchen every access to kitchen every Friday. Okay. So the recording schedule that you have in mind is perfect. Usually what I'm trying to get people to do is just 1 day per month. If I can get them to pick 1 day per month to record 4 to 6 episodes, usually it's four, that gives the person 30 days worth of content. On
Right.
YouTube, all you got to do is show up once a week. To be successful with a cooking show, you just need to show up once a week. So we just need one video a week. And if you have the ability to access your kitchen this 3 or 4 Fridays a month to do multiple episodes per day, you can just get way ahead of the game because you're gonna have some videos that you're creating for YouTube. You're gonna have other ones that you're creating specifically for your private membership community that people pay for access to. You're gonna have some videos that are gonna go into digital cookbooks that you sell a la carte. So, 12 recipes for $10 is what I recommend to people. It's just easy to sell. You can sell, put a theme to it. So think like artists, music artists traditionally, not so much these days, but traditionally they would create an album, 12 or 13 songs on it that had some kind of cohesion to them. There was a theme, and that was an album. Well, what I propose is cookbook albums, a dozen recipes for $10, and then you can sell as many of those cookbooks as you want in a year and make multiple sales to the same people. It's
Right.
much easier to sell five $10 cookbooks to somebody than it is to sell one $50 cookbook.
Agreed.
So yeah, being able to having that much access to the kitchen and the ability to record in batch each time, you're way ahead of the game. So this is, yeah. Have you scheduled? Have you planned out your first recording day? What recipes you're going to record?
I have three chosen that I proposed to my Facebook page. So the first one is balsamic glazed pork chops, and I forgot what size. And I'm going to do a crawfish etouffee, and off the top of my head, I forgot what the third one is. But I've already promised my Facebook community that those are the first three I'll do, and they got to vote on the first one that would be done, which is the pork chops.
What I would recommend you do, matter of fact, let me look at your channel and see if you activated it. So you can go into your YouTube studio and uh, you go to the, let me pull mine up and see what studio. You go into YouTube studio and then you go into settings. So if you go into the settings for your YouTube channel, there are some advanced features that you can turn on. So if
Okay,
you
do I
go
get
to,
I get the settings from the dashboard?
yep,
Oh, here it is.
well, so you go to studio.youtube.com, then on the left panel and all the way at the bottom, you'll see settings.
I see them.
Go to channel,
Here we go.
and then you see feature eligibility on the right.
I do. Yes.
And then you're going to have some features that are not enabled, right?
I have two enabled and one eligible.
Which one is eligible?
Advanced features.
Yep, that's the one you want. So you're gonna, all you have to do for that is like record a video of yourself and send it to them, or send them a picture of your ID. They just want to make sure you're who you are, who you say you are. And what the advanced features are going to give you is there's another tab that is going to add in your YouTube channel. So you're going to have, right now you have home, playlists, channels, and about. There's a community tab that is an advanced feature. And once you've enabled that feature, you have the ability, you can use YouTube kind of like, not kind of, you can use it like Instagram. You can upload photos. So you can make a post with one photo. It can have up to 5 images. Um, and you have words that you can write. So you can write like a mini blog post if you want. You can put a
Right.
link. But the most important thing is in there, you have the option to, one of the features of that community tab is the poll. So you can create a poll there that people can vote on.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, that's what you want to do for your Facebook folks, but get them to come to your YouTube channel and vote on that poll. And so now, because we got to get your audience from where it is to YouTube, and that's an
Right.
easy way to do it. Here I got the poll up on my channel. Click here to vote on what you want to see next, and you can actually make that an image poll. You can put a picture of each dish,
Oh, wow.
and which one do you want? Which one do you want to see next? So it's a really great way to get people engaged in what you're doing.
Very cool. Thank you for that.
So all you got to do, it tells you right there in the instructions how to the ways to enable. If you do it when we get off this call, it'll be finished by this time tomorrow,
Perfect.
and then you'll have access to that. But yeah, you're doing the right thing with the poll. This is just a better way to do it.
Great.
Excellent. What date have you put on the calendar for your first recording day?
No, today,
Say it again.
a week from today, whatever date that is, the
Okay.
22nd.
Okay. Okay. Do you have how many followers you got on your Facebook page?
Just under, I mean, like 996 right now.
Okay. Have you ever done any kind of email marketing?
Way, way back. I came from the IT field, and so I dabbled in website creation, and I did it for other clients, local
Okay.
businesses, but I never had for myself.
Okay. Um, just trying to think. We will incorporate an email list into what you're doing, just not right now. We can just pull people straight from Facebook uh to your YouTube channel and then get yeah. Okay.
So
Okay.
speaking of Facebook, how selective should I be in accepting friend requests? Right now, I'm trying to keep it within North America and exclude people coming aboard from international countries and that sort of thing. Should I be that selective?
Well, what are you trying to
The
one, what are you
whole
trying to accomplish? And two, these like what is attracting them to your page?
I don't know. I created this profile off of my own personal one, which is food related, but has only about 300 uh, Facebook friends. I've spun this off, and suddenly I'm just inundated with friend requests all over. A lot of them spammers and scammers, but international languages I don't speak, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I would say just ignore those.
Right.
Facebook is really not a it's not a part of the curriculum I teach. Is not as far as creating your food platform. YouTube is where you will get the biggest return on the investment of your time. So um, you your activities on Facebook at this point are really just transitioning people to your YouTube channel because this is where you're putting all your effort. This
And
is
that's
where
what
you're
I
putting
plan to do.
yeah your full length cooking show. So all of these requests that you're talking about, I would just ignore them because you're not trying to build a Facebook presence. You're trying to build your YouTube presence. So let's just focus over there.
Yes, sir. Thank
Um, okay, well let me do this. What questions, if any, do you have about next week? What do you need to do? Because you're so far past where normally this this 30-day thing that I'm doing, I'm trying to get people to where you are already.
Oh,
just get them to the point. Yeah, most people have no equipment. They have nothing. I have to. I'm just trying to get them to where you are now, to where that video that you just showed me. I'm trying to get them there. They need
okay.
they need help getting there. So you obviously are there, and you got a great kitchen you got access to. So what do you need from me right now?
So if I haven't watched all your videos, I've watched 98.2% of them, right? So I understand that, and I've also been a consumer of cooking videos for a long time. And if you watch my intro video in depth, you'll get my history and how I came to become a chef. So right now, I just need probably more than anything just looking at what I do and providing me the feedback, like the camera, those kind of things. Because while I have some equipment, I don't have a lot, and I don't have a lot of money to work with. So I need to get stuff up out there and get money coming in pretty quickly so I can reinvest that. So
Okay.
feedback on what I'm doing and change this, change that, whatever is really what I'm looking for here.
Okay. Speaking of cameras, is that the only camera you have?
I have a Canon EOS something. It's one of those that's a point and shoot kind of a camera that
Uh-huh.
when I was in culinary school I was playing with food photography, but it also does video. So I plan to incorporate that somehow.
What camera is this that you use for this
That's my
video?
iPhone 13,
Okay.
and
Excellent.
it's
I
got.
love it.
Let me show you.
Uh,
And no, and this is my lavalier. See this?
yep. I got it.
And it
Um,
plugs into the iPhone, and then I wear it. You can see it in the
okay.
video.
So we are going to what how much free space do you have on your phone? Do you
I
know
don't
how
know.
to
I
look
need
at
to
that?
look.
So you go into settings, um,
Okay, and where would it
settings,
be under settings?
settings. I think it's going to be under general. Yep. Settings, general.
iPhone storage.
There you go.
I have 65.3 of 128 is
Okay.
what I've used.
Okay. So you're going to have to manage this. The we're going to have to see, and you can do a test. Do like a test of. Let's see if you can record 10, 15 minutes, because you're gonna be
15.
doing some. Let's do a 15-minute recording test. You can just set the camera up and just hit record, and you don't even have to be like pointed at the TV or something, so it can have some motion, because that will affect how
Right.
much data is saved, and see how much space is left after that 15-minute test,
Yes.
and then you have an idea of what how you're going to have to manage doing multiple recipes in a day,
Okay.
because almost certainly you're going to have to do two and then transfer. You might have to do one. We need to see how much space that 15-minute video is going to take up.
Yes, sir.
But if you have room for two 15-minute videos, then you know that I can record two, and then I need to offload and then erase the file, and then I can proceed with another episode or two.
Okay.
So that's the that's the only real challenge with the phone. I love that you're using your phone, because I tell people all the time, you can use your phone, start with your phone. What's more important is lighting. If you light yourself properly, a phone will deliver outstanding image quality. So, but the challenge with a phone is the storage. So we gotta that's your first task, is to do that 15-minute test and see how much space is left, and then that way you can
Sure.
estimate. And you also can, you can clean up some stuff on your phone. Like most people, their phone, you have a ton of data saved in your messages from sending photos to people, and it's keeping this log of photos forever. And you can like get rid of, it'll have photos from text messages 6 months ago. You can get rid of all
Right.
of that stuff and free up a bunch of space. But yeah, that's the challenge right now. It's not really a check, because you got 50% of your space available. a lot of people are running at 80, 90%. They don't have room for a cooking show or anything else really other
Sure.
than 1 minute videos. So yeah,
Okay.
that's an important task for you to do is do that storage test so we can see how many episodes you have to record before you have to offload. Um, so you're using your phone. Oh, we're going to use that. So the next another action item for you is I want you to do another test. Well, this isn't a test, but do a test video like the one you showed me. But it just needs to be short. I just need you to reposition the camera according to what I've just told you. So since you have one camera, we needed to do double duty as far as providing an angle where people can see what you're doing on the table. So you can, when you have two cameras, you can just bring one, one down at about chest level, and you can have another camera that you angle down to give you a secondary angle of the table.
Right.
But since you have only one camera, what we do is move that camera up a little higher than we normally would, and we angle it down just slightly so that it catches you and the table. And since you're, make sure your camera, are you recording in 4K?
I'll have to look. I don't know.
If if you're not, make sure you're recording in 4K. That's especially important for doing that test that we talked about.
Okay.
Recording in 4K enables you to reframe. So basically, you're going to export your videos in 1080p, high definition. That's going to work fine on everybody's TV. You're going to record them in 4K. The benefit of recording in 4K is that a 4K image is double the size of a 1080p image. So you get to reframe. Basically, you get to punch in. It's like you're recording, and then you can punch in by 100% and
Wow.
lose no image quality.
Wow. Okay.
So it looks like it effectively is multiple cameras because you can reframe, you can move around, like you can punch in, and then you have this smaller frame that you can reposition anywhere you want, and then it takes up the whole picture, and you've lost no image quality because you're exporting the file in 1080p. You record in 4K, you export in 1080p, and that little window is when you cut it down by 50%, it's still 1080p, so you haven't degraded the image in any way. We're going to use that trick to make your one camera angle be your main camera and your detail camera that's focusing on the food.
Okay.
And I'll show you how to do that. But we need to just to make that work, we just need to position the camera correctly so that our wide shot is correct and we have a good angle so we can punch in on the food.
Okay. Perfect.
So let me make sure you're in 1080p. Make sure. I'm not. Make sure you're in 4K. Do 4K.
Do you know where I would see that on my phone?
Yeah. Let's see. Settings. Okay. Camera. So settings, and then you scroll down. Damn, you probably gonna have to scroll down like 3 swipes before you get to camera.
Ah, there it is. Record video at 4K at 24 frames per second.
Excellent. So that means you were
That's where I want to
already.
be.
Yep, that's where you want to be, and that means you were already. The test you did was in 4K. So I'm sorry, it's not a test video. Your introductory video was in 4K. So um, yeah, that's the setting we need. So when you do your 15-minute recording test, it will reflect the full data rate that we need to be recording at. So perfect.
Excellent.
So you're already in 4K. Do the 4K 15-minute test.
I don't need a faster frames per second speed.
Say that again.
It offers me 30 frames per second and 64, I think.
Yeah,
I don't need any
it's
faster.
gonna be. 24, 30, and 60 probably. 24 is the right one.
Gotcha.
60 you use for slow motion. 30, there's not much difference between 30 and 24. Different countries use different frame rates. Um, 24 is all you need.
Perfect.
4K, 15 minutes. So we're going to do the camera. Oh, camera. Reposition. So yeah, when you reposition your phone, we just want you just going it needs to be angled down a little bit, but not. We don't want this sharp pitch. It just needs to be a slight angle down so we can get you and the table. Get all of that empty space from above your head and put that
Mm-hmm.
on the table, but we don't want the camera looking down on you. So probably the right angle is probably collarbone height. That may even be too high if it looks, but so if it's at your collarbone and you angle it down to where there's just a little bit of empty space above your head, that's probably about right.
Okay.
So we got our camera position. Let me look at your. So we're gonna have to get you a uh channel banner. Not the most important thing in the world, but it's we want to have that. Um,
I do have a photo of a large charcuterie board that I've worked on and that I use on my Facebook page. Would that be suitable?
I need to see it. Is that
I'm
what's
gonna,
on your? Is that on your face? Oh, okay. I'm looking at it now. Um, I'm going to show you. I'll show you some examples, and then you'll know what it's supposed to look like. Let me show you this real quick. This is another one of my clients. So you see what she's got here for a channel banner,
I see that.
and let me show you another example. This one's a little simpler, but you get the idea. With the
So,
channel banner, this space between where I have the mouse and here, and it will show you inside the YouTube settings where you upload this, but this area right here in the middle is the most important part because that's what's visible on all platforms, mobile
yes.
devices, desktop, etc. This space over here on the right, probably 20%, 25%, and right and left, this area over here, those parts are only visible on the desktop, but this part here in the middle is visible on all devices. And it's a good idea. You don't have to, but it's a good idea here to tell people a little something about your channel with words and the way like Sheila has done it. Thursdays with Sheila, new episode every Thursday. So pick a publishing day, what day you're gonna deliver your episodes.
Hmm.
Stick to that day every week, and once you've chosen that day, you can. I mean, you can just pick a day, and you can tell people here in the middle somewhere. Excuse me. New episode every Friday or whatever,
So, is there a
whatever
better
day
day than
you.
others? By the way,
What did you say?
is there a better day of the week than others?
Nope. The
Just
best
be
day
consistent.
is the same day. Keep doing it consistently.
Got it. I'll work on that.
So, and you can use, have you ever used Canva?
I played with it, but I've not used it extensively. I think I have a free account.
Yeah, everybody's got a free Canva account. Um, the beauty of it is you don't need to get good. You can go in there and search for YouTube template, and you're going to find something that's 80, 90% done. And then you just swap in a little bit of information and it's going to export. You can export it and it'll be sized correctly for the banner. So that's the
Perfect.
easiest way to do that.
Okay. Canva.
Uh okay. What's because you're ahead of everybody else. What is your plan, or do you have one for monetizing this? Is that your goal to?
So I've been watching some videos from some of the cooking guys I've watched, and these range everywhere from maybe 300,000 subscribers to millions. There's an Ethan, somebody I can't remember his last, I can't pronounce it, but he was video specifically on monetization. And frankly, off of YouTube, the numbers are staggering. Because even with not ginormous subscriber base, they're making great money. However, having said that, I'll take it from all directions. But I want to focus pushing people to my community where they'll pay me on a recurring monthly basis, and then we can have an engaging, interactive community. And that's where I want to build the foundation
Excellent.
and grow that.
Okay, good, because that's the model that I teach. So we get the channel up and running. We
Now,
show people what they're getting, and then we use that to bring them into your paid membership community because they're going to want more.
exactly. Now I do pampered chef guy, so I can put links to different products I use in there, Amazon affiliate links, all that. But again, those are just what they say in Louisiana, land gap, a little extra. But the community is
Yep, yep, that's it. The community is the main. That's the main revenue source, and everything. You take these other income streams as well, but the majority of your money comes from recurring membership fees. It's a subscription model business, just like Netflix. That's
right.
You make a
Well,
fortune charging a lot of people a little bit of money.
my calculations say that if I get 10,000 community members, that's $1 million a year.
How many?
10,000 at
That
$9 a month.
Yeah, you going too low,
That's
chef.
that's
You,
in the
you,
community,
yeah, that's
not
that's too
YouTube.
yeah that's too low for your uh. Well, I mean, you can. That's one way to get there. You want to get there faster. You cut that. You raise the price to $20. So, but it's the important thing is you understand that it's just math. You already got that. You did your calculate. Usually I have to train people. This is just math. How much money do you want to make? How much you want to charge? Divide the first one by the second one, and that's how many people you got to get. So,
Right.
uh, yeah. So, all right, excellent, excellent. We get out of here, man. Talking to the dog who just fell down the steps a couple of minutes ago. That was
Oh,
pretty.
nice.
That's why I turned my head. I heard him go. I heard him fall all the way down the steps. Like, how do you fall down the steps with four legs? All right, Lance, you ready to go, my man?
All
You
right.
got your simple assignments, your 15-minute test, your camera repositioning, and then post that video as an unlisted link and send it to me. Uh, and your channel banner, and yeah, let's go.
Let's go. All right. Are we going to communicate via email from here on out? Or are we going to
Yeah,
meet?
just
Okay.
send me an email.
Good. And that's to the address where you've been communicating with me all along.
Yep.
Gotcha. Perfect.
Um, got any other questions, man?
I'm good.
All right, so we're going to. You're recording next week. Just thinking about a launch date for your community. We I think how long you been a chef?
Uh, I graduated culinary school in May of 22. Went to work as an executive chef for 13 months and got the call from the school to apply for a faculty position. So, a year and a half, 2 years.
Okay.
But I've been an avid amateur cook for 5 years. I mean, like drop dead serious cook for a long time.
Um
And I've been mentored by a guy who's been in the business 47 years. So I'm pretty solid in my skills, and I have resources I can go to if there's a weakness I have. And I
okay.
work in a culinary school for crying out loud.
Um I I want you to charge a 20 bucks a month, and we may go up sometime in next year, but because what I'm thinking about is launching your community and the pricing, and one way a tried and true launch model is everybody who signs up during launch week gets in at this special price that you pay forever. And so uh
But I was going, and I have planned on doing that. And I did a video for my local channel based on my $9. So I said the first 200 at $3, the next 300 at 5, the other 500 at 7. That's 1,000 members. Too low?
yeah, that's way too low, chef. I mean, you
Okay.
what you're communicating there is you don't even value yourself. Like you're selling something for $3 a month, $5. No, man. You
Okay.
a fully trained chef, full grown man. You're a professional. You're not you're not a $5 or $7 anything. So um, we we can do 20 as the official price, and then we can launch at 10. Like if you sign up by X date, you get in
Okay.
by for $10 a month. Because what you're doing, like once they get in, there's all of this other stuff that you're going to be able to offer, and we haven't even talked about that. But things you want to do, like live streams, you're going to
Yes.
have like everything you want to do. This is your personal food network. Everything that you want to do to educate the home cook and whoever else you're targeting, you're going to be delivering in there. They're getting all of this education for $20 a month. Yeah, that's that's probably too low for what you're doing, but we're gonna start there. What you're offering, like next year, you can raise the price, but uh, just think about all that you have in mind that you are intending to deliver. That's not a 5 or 7 or $10 a month level. Like, where can somebody go to get the amount of training, the level of training that you're going to be offering for damn $10? Like that's
Well,
ridiculous. So
it cost me 20 grand to get my education. So,
yeah, exactly. 20
hey,
grand and I'm looking at a gray beard. I'd have one too if I hadn't shaved it. So 20 grand and a whole lot of experience, life experience, like all of that you're bringing into, you
okay.
you have what you have, and that comes out in everything that you do. So we're going to charge appropriately for it, and you probably are more than a $20 a month guy, but we'll just start there, and then we can launch you at 10 for you know a limited time, a week or 2 weeks, whatever it is. We'll figure that out. But yeah, that's I like 20. I like 20 a month for you. Get this book.
Key person of influence. Got it.
It's by Daniel Priestley. But you got the picture. You'll see it on Amazon when you go. Um,
Okay.
get that book. The short of it is there is a methodology you can follow to make yourself one of the major figures in any industry. And your cooking show is how you're going to make yourself a major figure in the culinary industry.
Right.
It's a very simple process. Most people just can't do it because they can't commit. If you show up every week on YouTube, in this time next year, you got 50 episodes of a cooking show. Precious few people can say that. And when you continue to do it, a year from then, now you got 100 episodes. Every week you show up, you separate yourself from everybody else, and then you become one of the figures that a key person of influence. People see that you're serious. Better opportunities come to you. You don't have to go looking for them. Folks want to, how can I get on? How can I get on Lance's YouTube channel? I got to be on his show, man. Everybody's talking about him. Everybody, because you can turn yourself into the person that everybody's looking at and wants to partner with, and it's really as simple as for a chef with a cooking show is just keep showing up every week,
Right.
and if you can commit to that, everything that you want, you're going to get.
Wow. Thank you. Okay. All right. I'm
Yeah,
in.
yeah. It's really that simple. And you got such a so many resources of it. That fantastic kitchen, great lighting. Yeah, yeah. You're gonna be in a whole different. Your life's gonna be different by this time next year. You show
Wow.
up on YouTube once a week. Your life will be different by this time next year.
It's really no regrets, right? No regrets. I've been wanting to do this for over 10 years. Just never.
Okay.
I think I put a comment in your questionnaire. I just felt like I had to have the perfect camera, the perfect set, or this, that, and other. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have the right credentials.
Yep.
So
I made a video about that last week. I think I just posted it. And the people, and I've seen this, the people least likely to have a cooking show are formally trained chefs, because they turn it into this thing that has got to be all of this, and it never happens.
I
And
watched it today.
yeah, the home cooks,
Yes.
they just start with what they have, and next thing you know, they, they just keep showing up every week, and then they have this they have a media platform, a food media platform, because it's really as simple as who shows up every week over the long term.
Perfect. All right. Well, I'm here.
All right, man. So you got what you need. I got what I need. I want to see that test video before. Uh, I I want to see it before, probably. I want to see it in time where if it's not correct and you need to do another one, that you can do that prior to Friday.
I will, because what happens at the school is they literally at 5 o'clock today, they're going to kick me off and they close the campus. No one's allowed over the weekend. But I can get in about 6:30 on Monday morning. I can shoot the video then, or I can shoot it at home. This is the one on the 4K, 15, or is this the
The
one with
15
the
minute
angle?
one, the 15-minute one, you can do at home. You can do that
Okay,
anywhere. I just need the camera rolling for 15 minutes. The one where you're doing the new angle, that video is 30
I can do that.
seconds.
I'll do that first thing Monday morning. My equipment is still set up, and I need to break it down. Then I'll just shoot that video, break my stuff down, and then I'll get it up for the weekend.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. All
All
right.
right, Lance.
Excellent.
Have a great weekend, man.
You too, my friend. Thanks for helping out.
All right, take care.
Take care. Bye bye.
Lance has been waiting 10 years to do this because he thought he needed more. A better kitchen, more credentials, more whatever. The message I want you to take away from this is you have enough to get started right now because your cooking show is about you using your knowledge of food to help people in some way. You don't need a culinary degree to help people. You don't need a fancy kitchen to help people. All you need is a desire to help people and then get to work helping people. You see me helping people like Lance in these videos and by extension helping the people who watch the videos. Imagine if I decided I needed some kind of coaching certificate that I do not have before I could help people. So I didn't just help anybody for the next 5 or 10 years because I thought I needed this other thing that I don't have. It'd be a damn shame, right? A bunch of time wasted that I would never get back when I could have been helping people and helping myself all along. Don't be the person wasting time that you're never going to get back because you think you need something that you don't have. If you know how to cook and you want to use your cooking skills to help people, that's all you need to start your cooking show. And if you want help figuring out how to do it, you can do the same thing that Chef Lance did. Click the link in the description box to contact me for help. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.